Imagine this. One narrow strip of water, so small that in some places it's only about 30 kilometers wide, controls a huge part of the world's oil. Now think about this. Every day, massive ships carrying oil pass through this one route. If this single pathway gets blocked, fuel prices rise, economies shake, and millions of lives are affected. No war needed, no big disaster, just one choke point. And that place is called the Strait of Hormuz. Today, you'll understand why this small waterway holds so much power and why the whole world is always watching it. What is the Strait of Hormuz? Let's start simple. The Strait of Hormuz is a narrow water passage located between two regions. On one side is Iran, and on the other are Oman and the United Arab Emirates. This strait connects two major bodies of water, the Persian Gulf and the Arabian Sea. In simple words, it's like a gate. All the oil produced by countries in the Persian Gulf has to pass through this gate to reach the rest of the world. And here's where it gets serious. Around 20% of the world's oil passes through this one narrow route. That's not small, that's massive. Why is it so important? Now you might be thinking, there are many seas and oceans, why is this one so special? The answer is simple, because there is no easy alternative. Countries like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Kuwait, and others depend on this route to export oil. If ships cannot pass through the Strait of Hormuz, oil supply drops instantly. And when supply drops, prices rise. That affects everything. Fuel prices go up, transportation costs increase, food becomes expensive, businesses suffer. So even if you live far away, this strait still affects your daily life. A global dependency. Let's break it down even more. Countries like China, India, Japan, and many European nations rely heavily on oil coming through this route. They don't just prefer it, they depend on it. Without it, their industries slow down, transportation systems struggle, and economies start to feel pressure. This is why the Strait of Hormuz is not just important for one region, it's important for the entire world. Why it's called a choke point. There's a term used for places like this, choke point. Why? Because it's a narrow route where traffic can easily be blocked. Think of it like a busy road with only one lane. If something goes wrong, everything stops. The Strait of Hormuz is one of the most critical choke points on Earth. And because it's so narrow, it's also very sensitive. Even small tensions can create big problems. Tensions and risks. Now, let's talk about something serious. This region has seen tension for many years. There have been times when countries in the area had conflicts or disagreements, and during those times, the Strait of Hormuz becomes a center of attention. Why? Because if any country tries to block or control it, the impact is global. Even rumors of disruption can shake oil markets. Prices start moving just based on fear. That's how powerful this place is.
What happens if it closes? This is the question everyone asks. What if the Strait of Hormuz gets closed? Let's imagine for a moment. Ships stop moving. Oil supply drops quickly. Prices shoot up. Countries start using their emergency reserves. Markets become unstable. And within days, the effects spread worldwide. This is why global powers keep a close watch on this area, because keeping it open is in everyone's interest. Real-world examples. There have been moments in history when tensions in this region increased, and every time that happened, oil prices reacted almost immediately. Even without a full closure, just the risk was enough to create panic. This shows one thing clearly. The Strait of Hormuz doesn't need to be closed to cause impact, just the possibility is enough. Why countries can't ignore it? Some people think, why don't countries just find another route? The truth is, it's not that easy. Pipelines exist, yes, but they cannot replace the full capacity of ships passing through the strait. Shipping is still the main way oil moves globally, And the Strait of Hormuz is the key path. The silent power. What makes this place unique is its silent power. It doesn't make noise. It doesn't show strength in a visible way, but it controls something the whole world needs: energy. And energy means everything, from cars to airplanes to factories to electricity. Everything connects back to this. A viral idea you may have seen. You might have seen videos like, "What happens if the Strait of Hormuz is blocked?" Those videos go viral for a reason, because people are curious. Because deep down, everyone understands that something so small controlling something so big is powerful. But today, you're not just watching, you're understanding.
The human side. Let's make it real. If this strait faces problems, it's not just about numbers and oil. It's about people. Higher fuel costs mean higher transport costs. That means higher food prices. That means daily life becomes harder. So this isn't just a global issue, it's personal. Why the world is always watching. Global powers monitor this area closely, not because they want control, but because stability here means stability everywhere. Ships move every day, and as long as they keep moving, the world keeps running smoothly. Simple truth. At the end of the day, the Strait of Hormuz teaches us something simple. Small things can hold massive power. It's not always about size, it's about position. And this strait sits in one of the most important positions on Earth. So now you understand why this narrow waterway is so important, why countries care about it, why markets react to it, and why the world cannot afford to ignore it. It's not just a route, it's a lifeline. If you found this video helpful and learned something new today, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Next Peek for more simple and powerful explanations like this, because understanding the world is the first step to staying ahead in it.